Okay, have you ever felt like you're just guessing when it comes to your relationship? Well, today we're going to throw all that guesswork right out the window. We're replacing those random relationship hacks with something way more powerful. A look at the actual science that drives the connection you have with your partner.
Yeah, exactly. This isn't about some kind of magic trick or a secret formula. It's all about the incredible biology that creates those feelings we crave. Think of it this way. Your relationship has an engine, and right now we're about to pop the hood and see how it really works.
And our guide for this whole journey is a simple but really powerful acronym, DOSE. It stands for the 4 key hormones. That's dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins that pretty much shape all your feelings of desire, bonding, security, and just pure joy. Understanding these is like getting the ultimate toolkit for building a better relationship.
So let's kick things off with D, for dopamine. This is the neurochemical of desire, right? It's that thrill of something new. It is, quite literally, the spark that ignites and, just as importantly, sustains the passion in your relationship.
And here's the best part. You don't need these huge, grand gestures to get that dopamine hit. Just look at this. It's the small, new experiences, trying a new coffee shop, sending a playful text out of the blue, even tackling a puzzle together, that can create a really powerful surge of this crucial hormone.
So what's actually happening inside your brain when you do this? Well, these new activities, they're lighting up your reward pathways. You're basically training your brain to see your partner as a source of excitement and pleasure. It's this awesome feedback loop. But you gotta know, it's also a delicate one. Things like chronic stress can really dampen this whole system, making it much harder to feel that spark.
Okay, so dopamine gives you the spark, but what turns that spark into a nice, steady flame? Well, that's where oxytocin comes in. It's the O in DOSE. You've probably heard of it as the cuddle hormone, and that's because it's basically the superglue that creates deep bonds of trust and attachment.
And again, just notice how simple these are, right? So the next time you hold your partner's hand or give them a real, genuine hug after a long day, just remember this. You're not just being nice. You are sending a powerful biological signal straight to their brain that says, you are safe with me. We are connected. It's powerful stuff.
And this is just so important. Trust isn't just a vague feeling. It is a physical reality inside your brain. Every single time you connect in these small ways, you are literally building the neural pathways for a strong, secure attachment. And that emotional connection, that has to come first for true intimacy to really flourish.
All right, next up is serotonin, the S in our DOSE. So, if dopamine is the spark and oxytocin is the bond, you can think of serotonin as that warm, comforting hearth right at the center of your relationship. It's the source of that deep, unshakable feeling of stability and well-being. Now, boosting serotonin isn't really about a single action. It's about creating a whole climate of respect. It's about how you navigate disagreements. It's making sure that even when you argue, your partner feels seen, heard, and valued. That, right there, is the secret to building that profound sense of security. And this is where you really see the long-term power of serotonin. That consistent, respectful communication, that becomes the bedrock of your relationship. It creates this deep well of contentment that you can draw from for years and years to come.
And finally, we have endorphins, the E in dose. Now, these are your brain's natural feel-good chemicals. Think of them as the key to injecting your relationship with a dose of pure, simple joy.
The goal here is just pure, simple fun. When you laugh together, go for a walk, or just share a playful hug, you're not just making a happy memory. You're actively flooding your brains with these natural stress busters. You're making your relationship a true refuge from all the craziness of the outside world.
Seriously, think of shared laughter as a superpower for your relationship. It's not just about having fun in the moment. It's about building up this reserve of resilience that's going to help you weather all the inevitable storms of life together.
Okay, now before we wrap this all up, it is absolutely crucial to understand that this DOSE framework doesn't just operate in a vacuum. Your relationship is part of a much bigger ecosystem, your overall health.
So here's the bottom line. These chemicals are a team, and they're fueled by your overall well-being. Like we've touched on, things like chronic stress or not getting enough sleep, those are the enemies of a thriving relationship. So just remember, taking care of yourself is honestly one of the most important things you can do for your partner. So what's the big takeaway from all of this? It's simple, really. You are the architect of your relationship's neurochemistry. By understanding the science and by taking these small, intentional actions, you have the power to build a stronger, happier, and way more connected partnership.
So, I'll just leave you with this question to think about. Which of these DOSE chemicals are you going to boost today? And remember, it doesn't have to be some grand gesture. A single, small, intentional act of connection could be the start of a really beautiful chain reaction in your relationship.